Welcome back to another episode of What Just Found. Today is episode 86. Our last episode, spoiler alert, if you skipped ahead, we did do pocket change, but we did the mixed pocket change in the last episode, 84, and we found, well, actually we didn't find that. We found a repunched, what I thought was a repunch P, but it actually, I don't think it was a repunch P, because underneath it there was the doubling of dollar on the quarter. So the mint mark is right next to dollar. So now, just thinking about yesterday, I'm going to assume that it's just a doubled die mint mark and not a repunch mint mark. I don't know, and I don't know if that means if that's the same thing. That's an interesting trivia question. Is a repunch mint mark the same thing as a double die mint mark? So to me, a repunch mint mark means it's repunched, but the rest of everything else is not, especially what's right next to it, is not doubled. But I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments below. We're still doing my cousin's pennies. We're gonna work on my cousin's pennies. I had to put tape around it. It was starting to get a hole. There's little holes in the back. I believe that this is a 10-year-old Ziploc bag. I believe that. I believe whatever bag he grabbed that he started putting pennies in 10 years ago or 11 years ago, this is that bag. It's got to be still about. We've done a few videos on it. Oh yeah, those beautiful pennies. I love those beautiful pennies. Okay, let's get some on the table. Without further ado, and let's get it on. All right, that's pretty good. That's one of the tricks, trying to figure out what's you don't want to put too much out, because then I feel obligated to doing it, or to doing two separate videos. But we have to figure out what's around. Okay. Cat hairs. I'm not ultra allergic, but I'm definitely not crazy about cat hairs. All right, that looks about $1.50-ish. Might be too much, but all right. We got our we have our cafe. Gracias. Yes. All right, how are we gonna do this? Let's see. I see some copy here. I don't want to. You know what? I'm gonna let it be a la carte. Here we go. There we grab. I was looking at this one before. Huh. It's has a very light lamination error. And it has the that's probably where cuds come from. This one's not exactly a cud. And I've seen that line through Lincoln's forehead so many times. It must be from a crimp roll or some sort of mint machine, because it's always in the same exact place. I'll put it on the side. But for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Please click like and subscribe. That's a nice a blister. Probably a blister. Yeah, it's got a blister and it's got the thing going on around the rim. Huh. Yeah, no, I'm not holding on to those anymore. When I first noticed them, I used to I got excited about them. But okay, I'm gonna put the zinc. There's probably gonna be more zincs than. Yeah. See how many of them look like they're little doubled? It's just the way they are. Probably gonna have more zincs than coppers. Because this is pocket change, even though it's from the past 10 years. Maybe it'll be a higher denomination of copper, but 73D, that's a beauty. Definitely at least fine. We'll figure it out as time goes on. 86. And we got their little chip, a little die chip above the G. I'll look at it. Yeah, it's a perfect little dot. No die chip dot. Could be a blister. Probably not. You never know. Yeah, I'm not going to hold on to stuff like that either. Interesting to look at, though, and to observe and to keep your observation skills sharp, you know. 2000. 2021. So I did lose my train of thought there for a second. 82, large date, copper. Oh, okay. It always comes back to me. Sometimes it takes a few seconds or a minute. But I have a pattern that I follow, and I'm not saying it won't change. Change is good. I mean, I haven't been doing this that long to really even be worrying about change. You know what I mean? It's I mean, if I was doing this for 5 years or something like that, maybe. First of all, I think if I'm still doing exactly what I'm doing today after 5 years, it's because, well, I mean, I super duper love it. You know, you know what I mean? It's like, this is the best activity that I've ever done before, and I just love it. I remember when I was going to social work school, one of the things we were taught was about burnout, right? And what went along with that topic of burnout was that social workers did not stay typically, that, you know, like whatever, over, let's say over, I forgot what the exact number was, but I'm pretty sure it was like over 50%. It was 60, 70%, but more than the average percentage, 50% or more, social workers did not stay in the same job, the same place, you know, like they got a different job after 5 years. And they said that had something to do with burnout, that social workers had a very high burnout percentage ratio. So I always remembered that. And, you know, when I met somebody who was a social worker, you know, for a long period of time at a program or a hospital or a facility, I always thought, wow, that person must be really, really happy where they're at, because they're not burnt out, you know, or whatever, they're not burnt out. They didn't leave. And I did leave a lot of my, you know, go to different jobs. And out of 20 years, the longest job I ever held was 6 years. So just a little background. And I remember being pretty proud of that 6 years I was working. I'll check that out in the bottom. No, I don't think so. I don't think, is that something? Oh, that looks like a shape. I'm gonna look at that. That looks like a shape down there. Well, we'll have. I'll look at it to see if it is a shape. If it is, I'll zoom in on it. Oh. I'm gonna say it's not a shape. It looks. I mean, it's a shape. But I don't think it's a strike through. I guess that's what I meant to say. It looks like it's more like something pushed it in. So I was pretty proud of, and it's interesting that that was the last place as a social worker that I worked. And I was there for 6 years. So I was pretty, like I said, I was pretty proud of that. So if I'm here on YouTube doing coin roll hunts 6 years from now in 2030, well, that would be okay. That would be all right with me, because that would mean that I really, 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 really love penny roll hunting. And I'm gonna assume that my following would be pretty ridiculous at that point. You know, imagine having the same imagine me knowing some of the, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just thinking out loud here, that's all. I'll look at that again real quick. What a nice strike on that VDB, huh? How strong that is. You can see it from a distance. Just thought that was interesting. And having this and you know, new YouTube friends, members, subscribers, viewers, obviously, and you know, then maybe some of them would be the original from the beginning of 2024. And that would be pretty. I saw this one. I saw the copper and I just grabbed it. That would be pretty amazing, you know, in my opinion. Obviously, nobody could predict the future. Oh, what a beauty. That's beauty. We'll put that. The question is, am I going to put this into AU or am I going to put this into Mint? Excuse me, into the fine category. I mean, they would put into fine. I really don't want to. I did put a couple questionable pennies into the AU roll, and not too many. Maybe a couple. You know, that was kind of on the like this. This is another one. If I cleaned this up a bit, probably would might even be like almost mint state, you know, just rub that top layer of dirt off or something. I'll put, man, it's so close. Where's the, where's my polishing? Let me just see what it looks like after. Right? Because to me, it's just like a top layer of, I just want to see if it comes off. You know what I mean? I would hate not to put this into the AU roll, just because there's a little bit of, let's see if it made any difference. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right, we'll put that in AU. How about this one? Back to you. All right, this does have that little, that's a little too dirty. Okay, I'll put that to fine. So we have an AU, fine, fine. So we have all three rows, three categories, circulated, fine, and wow, that's a beauty. That's an absolute beauty. I'll put that into fine too. Yeah, I save all the copper. Oh, look at that D, huh? I will look at that underneath the loop real quick. It's a repunch D. I'll definitely hold on to it, just even if it's just for the video. It's a repunch D. Or, you know, something with the D that you could see a little extra D line on the side. A lot of D's today. A lot of D's. Today. You know what? I'm going to weigh that one. At 83. Mm-hmm. 257. It's not, I mean, it's not out of tolerance, but it felt like a little thick. The planchet felt a little thick when I grabbed, and it's funny that that's how sensitive I become to the pennies. I could actually feel if they're off by a gram. I mean, I'm not saying every time, but if I'm concentrating on it, like, does that feel heavy or light? I'm wrong 95. That was probably just luck. I'm wrong most of the time. You know, I mean, so my suggestion would be to go into a profession that, I mean, of course, follow your heart and your interest, but if your calling, if you have a calling, of course, you know, but you know, if you're thinking about it, hey, what am I going to do with my life when I grow up? You know, if something has a high stress, whatever, and turnover, high, they call it a turnover rate, high turnover rate. That means that people just, I mean, I remember I started quite a couple positions as a social worker where I was like the third or fourth social worker in 6 months, you know, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But I guess my point is, you know, just to give a little word of caution to anybody who's choosing a career, you know, high turnover rate. That looks pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Another word is called retention. You know, employee retention. If you know, if a place has, not a place, I guess it is a place in a sense. That is a cat hair. Jeez, Randy, my cousin and his hairs, his animals. Excuse me. He doesn't care. He lets them sleep in the bed with him. They don't bother him at all. Yeah, I loved my dog to forget about it. Crazy. I was crazy about him. And I did sleep with him in the bed sometimes, but man, I would regret it. My eyes would be so itchy and scratchy. But my cousin, they don't bother him at all. Not a bit. So, if 6 years from now, I'm still doing pennies, believe me, it's because I like doing this, you know. And I have, you know, when I go to another copper is a beauty. Large State, Philadelphia. I put that with the other copper. Um you know, when I see another channel, one of the things I look at is how long they've been doing it, you know. And because I'm interested, you know, I'm interested to know. I see that in the bottom. It's always the O. It's always the O. You know, I've seen that. I've seen it quite a few times now with the O. And what I've noticed, it's mostly on the bottom. I think it has something to do with the hub of the die. I didn't do too much research into it, but for now on, if I don't see inside of the O, if I don't see the top part of the inside of the O, if I don't see a double there, I'm gonna really assume that it's just, you know, the hub, the rounding of the hub on the bottom, and it's causing like that. So it's just it's a little too common. It's a little too common for me to keep it. 99. So I'm not gonna keep the the hub, you know, the very slight hub doubling. There is one. There are, excuse me. There are a couple of them that are I've seen mention. There you go. Another cat here. Ugh, this guy with his hairs. That's not a wide AM. I know I've seen some people call out wide AMs that they're just not. You know, wide AM is really pretty wide. I mean, it has to be a legit space between the A and the M for the wide AM. Not, you know, not just, oh, it looks like it's a little. It's not. It looks like it's not touching. Yeah, that's not going to cut it for a wide AM. See that above the VDB. Just interesting that there's lines right above the letters. I'll take a look at it. No, it's just coincidence. There's just lines on top of it. $1970. You don't see too many 1970s. I see that around the chin there. I don't see any FG. Yeah, it's there. The penny is so dirty. It's there. It's very light, but I'm not going to mess around with it. If it was a super clean penny, then maybe. Maybe I would check out to see if it was a light FG on the reverse, but so it's definitely going to be an interesting journey. That's for sure. To see who sticks around. You know what I mean? if I stick around, right? Um, I'm pretty likely to stick around. Um, Successful YouTube channels don't grow on trees. That's for sure. I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday who I speak to every month or two, sometimes every few months, definitely around the holidays. And we were talking a little bit about the YouTube channel, and he thought it was pretty interesting too. Maybe he'll even watch this video. So chances are I will. I will be around. But I thought it would be pretty cool just to think about, years from now, and if any of the subscribers or members are still around years from now, how cool of a topic that would be. You know what I mean? Like, not to put anybody on the spot or anything, but just to, hey, I remember when you first joined all those years ago? I don't know, I just thought that would be pretty cool. I saw this penny, so let me grab it. 65. We found, if you look at the thumbnails, you'll see one of the thumbnails, a couple of the thumbnails have an Indian head penny on it. That was one of the more interesting finds over the past couple weeks. That was pretty wild, I have to admit. I really never thought I'd ever find it. And it was from pocket change, But that was the finds. Imagine that. Imagine, I mean, just the thought of being given an Indian head cent, going to the store with $1 or whatever, a bill, and somebody giving you an Indian head cent and pocket change. That, I mean, that just seems unimaginable, and it was in 1800s. Indian head. So I thought that was pretty cool. Not too valuable. I mean, it was in probably fine condition. Yeah, you can see that. Look at that rim. That's a nice off center. Especially on the reverse. You usually don't see it on the reverse. Yeah, you can see how thin the rim is on the bottom. How about the other side? Nope, just the reverse. I'll hold on to that just because it's kind of cool looking. Yeah, you don't see too many. I say that, and I say the little line on that one. You don't see too many misaligned dies on the reverse of zinc pennies. I don't think I found many of those. I don't know if I found any of those. I just ordered see the hub really causes that curve around the perimeter. I see the O. The O is always, it's always the O. I guess that little extra machining on the bottom of it. I ordered. I like go. Remember, I started. Oh, this is a good topic for the end. I'm gonna write it down real quick so I don't forget. And maybe I'll just talk about it now and I'll bring it back up again. Live winter start and what I ordered and Goodwill. Okay, I think that's enough as a reminder and for the bonus features. So the channel started in the winter, right? If you look at our first video, it's in like I think October. But I don't know if that one went anywhere. It's just the oldest video. But really, the channel started December 4th, 2023. That's when the first video kind of took off, and that might even be the day that I changed the name to. I don't know if there's a way to find out. If there is, I'd like to know the exact day that I changed the name to Look What Jess Found. For now, I'm just going to assume it's there's either a bird on my air conditioner or that's hail. I don't know if you can hear it. It is a little chilly out there. That's a beauty, huh? The 2022 is a lot of them are in that kind of state, I've noticed. So, I was, in many ways, I was a little more isolated than usual, right? Which I tend to be in the wintertime. I see that 82 there. You saw that? And it's just coincidence that that's when I started the YouTube channel. Now look at that. No, it's just a little smashed. I don't think that's doubled. But one of the things I like doing is going to yard sales, stoop sales, flea markets. I like all that stuff. And I put that into finds. We're doing pretty good. I think we picked out the perfect amount of change on this. You want to see it? That's what we got left. I think I picked out the perfect amount, and we got a few. We have quite a few for the shorts, so I like that. That's why I have to, even if something's not that good or valuable, I'll still put it to the side for the shorts. For content, a lot of the viewers and subscribers love my shorts. I don't know. Maybe it's the way I do my my intro to every short, right? It's me, kind of like a talk show or something like that. How's it go? Today's episode 86. It'll go. Oh my God, I'm getting stage fright. I swear I'm getting stage fright. Today on Look What Just Found. Look What Just Found. Oh man, yeah, I can't believe I got like stage fright. Episode 86 today of Look What Just Found. Look What Just Found. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I'll weigh this one. 83. 2.55. So another 83. Sure, that's not doubled. We punched. That's a beauty, huh? I like that purple. That might make a nice what's it called? Thumbnail. I might hold on to this one too. That's a beauty. Some people really like rainbows. Let me weigh it. 255. Yeah, I'll hold on to that. It's just very pretty. I'll do a short on that. I'm gonna weigh this one too. 308. Wow, that's nice. What a clean penny, huh? I'll put that with the fines. Today on Look What Just Found. Look What Just Found. Oh boy. Who would have guessed that one, huh? Talk about original. LOL. If I don't move those couple coppers to the side, sometimes I like to put the more interesting ones in. I see there's a couple coppers in here. I'm just going to put them for the end. Definitely this one. I've been staring at that one for a while. Okay, just a couple of them. And that one will be... Okay, all right. Maybe that one too. I just have something... I like to end on a copper if I can. Today on Look What Just Found. Look What Just Found. Yeah, right. 6 years from now, you can look back on these videos and be like, "Yo, that's young Jess." I could do what's that called when you do the videos where you look back like 5 years or whatever, and you're like, "Oh my God, look at that! That's when I had long hair." Or that's when I had short hair. Imagine that would be pretty funny. Oh God, remember when my hair was that short? Oh yeah, 60 years old with hair down on my back, huh? That would be something. I don't know if my wife will let me do that though. Today on Look What Just Found. Look What Just Found. I'm going to say we're at about 10 to 15% copper, which is what we did the other day with these also. That's pretty good, I think. We only have one AU penny. I thought maybe we would have had a couple more. I guess one is better than none. That's just to show you how when I open up some of these customer submitted coin rolls, penny rolls, and I'm like, and there's half of them are in this kind of condition. You know, that's, and I make a big deal out of it is because it's a little bit of a big deal. You know, it's not typical for pocket change. You know, somebody probably had. Make sure I didn't put a copper over here with the zincs. Nah, it's just a dark penny. Oh, that's another beauty. I'll put that with the AUs too. A little off-centered. How about you? No. 96. Almost escaped. I saw this one from a while, pretty far back. All right, put this one on the side. That's a beauty. Yeah, wow. Just some of them, you know, you just can see them from a mile away. Awesome. Oh, wow. Yeah, I get easily impressed, as you can tell. I just find it amazing that for 50 years, this thing's been bouncing around. It looks like it was made yesterday. I put that with the fines. It's close. I mean, that's really close. I really like the AUs to be a little shinier. It's the only reason I won't put that with the AUs. I'm gonna weigh that penny too. Mm-hmm. That was 316. It's got a little bit of the crimp rolling going on there. Haven't dropped a penny yet today. Haven't dropped a penny yet. Almost dropped two of them. Yeah, I put the little pillow in the small of my back because I have to lean a little forward, you know, to see the camera, like just where everything falls, you know. This is where I'm most comfortable. And for the past several days, I don't think it's quite a week yet. I got this pillow in the small of my back, and I actually just keep it there now because it's so comfortable. Well, we have six items already for the smalls. All right, we'll make that a number 7. I usually like to have between 7 to like 11. 11's on the high side for how many shorts I like doing per episode. 11's like, that's a lot, you know. But I will do them if there's 11 interesting pennies. But I think 7 is kind of like the minimum. I prefer, you know, I've done less than 7. I've done 4 and 5. But what happened, excuse me, was that I wasn't really paying attention, and you know, and there were probably a couple of pennies that were a little interesting that I could have did a short on, and I just chucked them, you know. And then what I realized is that they don't have to be keepers, you know, for me to do a short. Look at this. What is going on? I'm gonna look at that. But I always get worried that I'm going to find something super interesting and it's going to be all corroded like that. So sometimes I don't even want to look at it. Like this one basically has no number. Oh, it's a 3. See, I don't even want to I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. You know what I mean? All right, now we're on the last 5. That one was not copper. 82, copper, Philadelphia. Large day. I'll wait. It's an interesting looking penny. 309. That's 382s we got so far. We haven't got one of these in a while, and it's only on one side. See these? Anyway, I'll hold on to this one too. And last but not least, 74. Okay. All right. We have our. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Stick around for the for the don't forget to check out the abridged versions. Okay, and it's it's basically it's that's how I do the skip throughs of, like, for people who don't want to watch the whole, or you want to watch in addition, you just want to see the abridged. So anyway, it's there, so you can check it out, and I'll see you on the next one. This thing's still on? I always wonder if I get anybody with that. Imagine 6 years from now I'm still doing that. Hello, is this thing on? Hello, is this thing on? Gotta get Christ in here. Yes, we do. Jesus. Yes. Okay, episode, right? I want to say 86. Yeah, episode 86. Pockets change. Pennies. So, all right. I have something written on the business card. You see, this is why I have to write it down. Can I remember what it is? I can't remember what it is. I don't remember. Something about the pennies. It's super hard to keep track. Like, I'll go to the pennies. I mean, I'm getting better at it, where I could be showing the pennies and switch and juggle. It's like a juggler, really. I have to do it pretty fast. If I stay too long on a penny, because I find something interesting, and then I try to remember what I was, then you'll hear me say, "Oh, I lost track of what I was talking about. I lost concentration." But if I do it quick enough, like a juggle, then I can get back onto what I was talking about, and that's what I've been kind of working on, to be honest with you. All right. Oh, okay. See, I wrote it down, but something that I want to talk about in this bonus feature, I'll write down. So we start the channel in the winter time, and Jesus, thank you. And it was really, perfect storm. We were getting views on the pennies, the change, and everything else, and It was winter, you know, home, relaxing, festive, joyful, all that stuff, holidays. And, you know, we're in April, going into April. And I'm thinking about things to do outside. My wife wants to um, maybe go to some Goodwills with me. I've been going to Goodwills for like over 10 years. Goodwills, yard sales and stuff like that. You know, am I going to become big like Froggy Flips? I don't know. I doubt it, man. This guy is huge. There's certain YouTubers that are really, really huge. Um, and, you know, they hit the lotto or they got that, you know, je ne sais quoi, you know what I mean? So, but irregardless, I like doing it. I think it's super cool. There are a couple local, and the one we really want to go is a little further away, um, in Reading, Pennsylvania. That's the one that I really like, even if it's just for an hour. It is a little taxing. They bring the tables in and out, and it's a long drive. It's the closest one to me that's like that. But so what I did was I ordered the lanyard that goes around where you could put the phone in to record. I don't want to go like this, and I don't want to do the whole this selfie stick walking around in the Goodwill. You know what I mean? There are a couple, like I said, there are a couple local where I could do test runs of the live stream at the Goodwill, and I really would like to do that. But you have to be set up. You know, if not, I have to hold it like this and look at things and go like, I could put it around my neck and you could walk around with me live. I won't be able to read your comments. And maybe maybe no one will watch it. Maybe there'll be a few people watching it. But it doesn't cost nothing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't cost me anything. It's something I could do, and I could say, hey, I'm going to be doing this tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Whoever wants to tune in, you know what I mean? Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could also premiere it, that would be super cool, right? But then I would have to time the premiere with getting to the Goodwill and all of that. And am I going to do it from the parking lot, walking in? So I'm a little excited about it. So I ordered two of them in case one breaks. You always have to order two. Remember, I couldn't find my microphone, and I was like, I'm ready to do a video. I did end up finding it, but I did a whole day's worth of videos on no mic, and the sound difference is incredible. So I ordered two more of these, and they're all compatible. So if you lose one, you turn the other one on. Blah blah blah. They should all work together, unless they're on some frequency that would really. Regardless, I have other ones. I just open them up. They're only $8. You know what I mean? So the same thing with the little lanyard that you put the phone on your chest. You just walk around. I guess I could put this on my shirt maybe, so you could hear me talking while I'm looking at things, and I could put it in front of the camera, and we could give it a test run. You'll see how it goes, you know. And I would definitely do some of that stuff for members only. We have 2 members. I like to get a few more, but then even if the members aren't available at the time when I'm doing my live, then it would be wasted. You know what I mean? But just things that I'm thinking about. So I'm just opening up my brain and spewing it out here on to talk to you guys in this bonus feature. So I could see that starting soon. Like I said, so I ordered 2 of the of those in case one breaks or something like that, or one doesn't fit. You know, I could still use the other one, and then I would order, if one didn't fit and one did fit, I would order another one or two of the one that did fit. Maybe I could put a rubber band around it or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm just letting you know some of the things that I'm thinking about, and whatever's popular. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's certain things that I like doing. I really like doing the penny coin roll hunting. But if something else really took off, I would probably lean in that direction, because it would put less. It would just, I would be able to do less of one thing and more of the other that more people like. So we'll figure all that out. I don't want this to be too verboise. You know, that's the word of the day today, verboise. And okay, I'll see you on the next one, and we're gonna start the abridged version right now.